The things I think.
Topic of the day: parents taught your kids about sex. Hello all, welcome to The Things I Think. So today we're going to talk about how important it is to discuss sex with your children the moment they start asking you about it.
My mother and I did not share that kind of relationship where we could openly talk about sex and sexuality. I was scared to have a conversation with my mother that might even be remotely sexual in nature. That was what scared me, and I was left to the internet to teach me all the things I needed to know. You learn a lot of wrong information a lot more quickly than you can get to the right information by looking on the internet. And if parents were more open and 100% honest about their sexual experiences with their children, we wouldn't be having the same problems we have today.
Yeah, like the reason I even knew what sex was is because I was like, "Hey mom, can you tell me what sex is?" She said no a million times. I was like, "Hey mom, I'm about to look it up on Google Images. Are you going to tell me now?" So she told me. Parents are so scared to tell them, but wouldn't you be more scared to figure out what's going to happen when you don't tell them, when someone else tries to teach them?
Yeah, I would much rather have my child come to me, even if they're 5 years old, and they say, "Daddy, what's sex?" I'm going to sit them down, and I'm going to say, sex happens in many forms, but between a man and a woman, it is when a man inserts his erect penis into her vagina. And my 5-year-old is going to have to sit through an explanation of what the words erect penis and vagina and inserts mean. But I firmly believe that if you do not raise them feeling the social stigma, the pressure of the sex stigma, they are not going to grow up scared about it.
They need to know that feeling turned on, feeling sexual, participating in sexual activities is okay, so they can understand it better. Like, hearing your experiences actually helps, because then it's like, well, it's okay. It's been happening for years. It's just how people work, because the school system doesn't explain it well enough.
And I firmly believe that you need to start giving honest, accurate, and scientific information to your child the moment they start asking. And you need to be ready to do it. You can't just hand them a book. My mother handed me a book, and she said, "Ask me if you have any questions." And it was a very, very thorough book, and I did not have any questions. Not all children are going to have the same inclination to do their own research like I did. They're going to do research, and they're going to look at porn, and they're going to assume that that is how sex is every single time.
And if you want your children to assume that what they see on porn, what they read on the internet is 100% correct about sex, then fine, that's on you. And I understand that talking to your kids about sex is awkward and weird, and if you talk about sex, then maybe that means you're okay with them having it. No, it does not mean you're giving them consent to go out and have sex with a bunch of people. But it does mean that you are preparing them for real life experiences, preparing them for the world, preparing them for what is going to happen. So when they're in that situation, they know how to be safe, take care of themselves and their bodies, and to know what it's about and what to do and what to expect, not just physically, but emotionally. And I think it's up to you guys as parents to teach children these things, to know it's not just, okay, you put the penis in the vagina. It's way more than that. It's teaching them how emotional it is, how you might not expect it, but you will connect in a way that you won't expect. And that person can hurt you more than anyone else because they've seen you that vulnerable. They know you in an intimate way. And parents, unless you want some guy to teach your daughter or your son to figure out by hooking up with some girl at school, I suggest you tell your kids, because the internet's not going to give them correct information, and everyone's going to have first time eventually. I would think that you want their first time to be special. You can't control when it is, but you can control what they know and how prepared they are. Thanks for watching, and that's all I think for now. Bye! Thanks for watching! I have a variety of videos. If you enjoyed this one, please support me and click the subscribe button below. Thanks again! Bye!